With every new chapter, we get a new map with new locations. Now, the main locations that you are probably familiar with are these like named PUIs or named locations such as Battlewood Boulevard, so on and so forth. But what you don't know is that between these locations, there's a bunch of landmarks that are secret, and whenever you discover one, you will get a bunch of XP, and it's extremely crucial that you know where these landmarks are, because at some point in the future, Epic Games is going to basically just ask you to go to those landmarks without really showing you where. They will just simply say just go to like Fisher's Pole, for example, and it's up to you to figure out where that is. And that, my friends, is where I come in. So as you can see, this is a map of all the landmarks in Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1. We're going to go through them one by one. We'll start with the bottom one since they're not like a lot. So around Battlewood Boulevard, underneath it, there's only Perfect Plunge. So as you can see, this is the landmark right there, Perfect Plunge. Looks awesome. Now, of course, we got ourselves Collider Corridor Gamma, which is this place right here. And then this orchid location is called the Orchid House, as you can see, or Orchard, I think that's how you pronounce it. Then west of it, you're gonna have Nature's Vine Restaurant. Then we have ourselves a Battlewood sign, as you can see right here. So this is the giant Battlewood sign that is a landmark as well. If you land on top of the Battlewood sign, you will get XP. So if you zoom out a little bit here, the mansion to the left right here on top of like between Humble Hills and Bumpy Bay is called Bayside Mansion. So this looks like a bad guy's mansion. So I expect some kind of boss to spawn here. Next, of course, if we keep going up right here, we got ourselves Fun Factory, which is this one right here. I assume it makes toys or stuff like that. Then we have ourselves Carmen Lodge, which is this lodge on top of the mountain. Then we get ourselves Mezzo Piano Tunnel, which is a tunnel that goes through this mountain line right here. And then inside of NOOBNOOB Labs, there's Collider Corridor X for some reason. So there's a landmark inside of a like a named location. They're always like, they're usually around named locations, but this one is literally inside of it. So I assume when you go inside the tunnel, it's gonna count as a landmark. So that's that right there. If we keep going up, I can't speak today. I've been speaking for like almost 12 hours, so I'm kind of tired. So we got Old Stumpy right here underneath of Tiptoe Terrace. If you go to this spot in the forest, you'll bump into the Old Stumpy landmark. Then we got ourselves Sunset Falls, which is a waterfall. You see this right here? It's a waterfall that drops you into this river right here. And then if we zoom out a little bit here, you'll see that we have ourselves the next landmark, which is Toy Box Docks, which is north of Tiptoe Terrace. So if they ever tell you to go to search chests in Toy Box Docks, this is where you need to go to. And I assume this is going to have something with Winterfest, right? This could be a factory that manufactures toys for kids, and then, you know, Santa or Sergeant Winterfest shows up and takes the toys to the kids. Next, we have ourselves Storm Station. So it's on the edge of the mountain, like north of the entire like map, as you can see right there. So it's going to be this right over here. And then, of course, as we go over here, we're gonna have Pause Inn. So this is all about cats. We got an inn for cats, I assume. Then we got ourselves Espresso Experiments right here. And then, of course, we got ourselves, so Espresso Experiments is next to Latte Landing. So this is all about coffee. I love that. Then we have Pumping Station right over here, south of Espresso Experiments. And then we got ourselves Pillion Swamp. So it's going to be, this is like a set, by the way. So if you didn't know, Pillion is the name of the movie that the current Fortnite characters in Chapter 7 are filming. Like Miles Cross, Cat Holloway, and all the other characters. They're currently like filming this movie right here. So this is a set called Pillion Swamp, as you can see right there. Looks awesome. And then to the east right here, we have Pillion Colony. Again, this is an entire set. So this entire thing is a colony, as you can see right there. So let's zoom out a little bit here. So we got ourselves Four Shores, which is this landmark right over here. So it's it has a building, right? Yeah, it has a building right here. So that's Four Shores right there, on top of Four Fields, of course. Then we have ourselves Hiker's Haven. So this little hiker path right here, that's the next landmark. Next we have ourselves Slice O Shore, which is this one, southeast of the entire map. Then we got ourselves Artsy RVs. So a bunch of RVs are stacked together in this little hill on top, like next to the ocean. So Artsy RVs. So that's how we pronounce it, I guess. And then we have ourselves Collider Corridor Alpha. So another corridor right here. So that's Collider Corridor Alpha. This is the entrance, I believe. Yeah, this should be the entrance. So if you go through there, you'll go through the landmark. And then we have Cosmic Dur. So Dur Burger is back. We got Cosmic Dur right over here. And then we have ourselves Looper's Leap. Oh, that's cool. This looks like a what do you call this, man? Like the thing that you jump off, like a ramp. So it looks like it's a ramp right there, as you can see. So Looper's Leap is right there. And we have ourselves another corridor. This one is called Collider Corridor Beta. I assume at some point they're going to ask you to go through all the corridors. So it's important to know that there's a Corridor Beta, go to Corridor Alpha over here, Corridor X, and I think that's all the 3 corridors that we saw so far. Yeah, so far there's 3, and the 4th one is right here, Collider Corridor Theta. So I assume we're gonna have to check out all of these corridors if we're gonna go through the storyline. So where were we? Right here. Okay, so we got ourselves Fun Factory. We already saw that. Carmen Lodge, we saw that as well. The only ones I did not see is these 2 right here, the basement, which is this one, and the Serenity Pools. So that's pretty much it. Let me just zoom out here. Let's see if I missed out on anyone. Nope, I think we covered all of them. So again, guys, this is the entire landmark locations of Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1. Feel free to take a screenshot of this. You can just use it whenever you want to, whenever you need to, or you can come back to this video of course if you need to. But yeah, this is what you can expect in terms of the new landmarks. They're awesome, they sound awesome. Apparently we have ourselves a pretty rich storyline this chapter, so I'm really stoked for that. And that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and of course subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And of course, if you want to support me in game, please do consider using code NOOBNOOBFRUIT in the item shop. I would really appreciate it. It's NOOBNOOBFRUIT without the spaces. It really helps me a lot as a creator and allows me to make more content for you guys. And with that out of the way, again, thank you so much for the love, thank you for the support, and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye bye.